people that have joined. I haven't uploaded in like forever, so I thought I'd just do a wee half-hour live stream of the Mischief as a kind of update. So Prim and Juniper are approaching 1 year old. I think they're coming up to 10 months old now. So that's Primrose, and Juniper's the other cinnamon over here. There. Nova Bear, who is that one, who's the neuter buck, and Poppy, who's the black rat who darts about quite a lot, are all approaching 2. And we have Tamago, who's the kind of, she's kind of golden orange, and Trixie, who is the cinnamon blue, who's got her back to us and now standing up. They are all approaching 6 months. So we've got like 3 generations here all playing. You'll notice that the 3 older ones who are almost 2 are all starting to show their age now. So Bear, when he walks, you'll see him drag his legs a little bit, and that is his advancing hind leg degeneration, which, I mean, he's almost 2, so it's like not a huge surprise, but it's still like a little bit sad. This is my work laptop, which is why I'm time limiting today, because I have a little bit of work to do before I go to bed, that is. There's Poppy there. My 2 girls, so Nova and Poppy, are from my original trio that you'll have seen mostly on the channel, and they both have mammary lumps, which I am like so disappointed about, because Poppy still can't blink. Both of them are starting to kind of lose condition, and neither of them are getting operations to remove them. It's not because I'm an asshole, it's not because of finances, it's because Poppy can't blink and she's in permanent pain, and we can't put her Metacam up any more than it is. And for Nova, it's because she reacted so badly to her first operation. So we're just like really looking after them and supplementing them. So the 3 oldies are definitely skinnier than they are normally, but we've been separating them and giving them like eggs and stuff like that, and they seem to be really liking their time away from the others. What else? This is like a floor time that I put together really quickly. So we've got the rest of their dig tree that was living in their house, and I've just scattered some of their mixed room tonight, and then some cat trees that only Nova really does. This is to protect, like, we just got this floor laid. I'm so happy with it, but we still have like things to put back on and the little things between the doors. But so we have like tools behind there that I'm obviously blocking the rats from getting. Also our internet is there. We've got some fishing for peas. This is oh my god, if you have rats, like, you know those plastic tunnels, and they can cost like about £10, and your rats just chew on them. Don't bother with that. Get like this guy from like a hardware store. It's just the piping that they use for tumble dryers. Just get that. And then, I mean, some people have it in the cages. I use it for floor time to do this with. I'm hoping to buy more so that I can connect like boxes together, but oh, it's so much cheaper. Like, just like get some of that going. And then the cat trees are because obviously, like, we also have cats and they don't really use the small tree, so yeah, we have that one here, and really we just use it for the rats. I think that's all. So giving you an update on my oldies and what you might see. I found it really difficult to like get motivated to film the rats, because I'm like hyper aware that Nova and Poppy, even though they are still like quite small, like, hi Poppy, they are still quite small. I'm really aware that they have mammary lumps, and I'm not sure if I want to look back on videos after they've passed away and look at them, so I'm kind of like, oh, maybe I shouldn't film them, but I still take pictures. Oh, well done. That's a good dunk, Nova. You'll also notice I have some ramps kicking about, and that's because I feel really bad for Bear. I'm trying to not like baby him too much with his leg degeneration, because somebody said, like, you know, if he doesn't use it, he'll lose it, and I was like, oh my god, I do not want that to happen. But I still feel quite bad. Poppy, what did you do? Yeah, I still feel quite like bad for him, even though he does not feel sorry for himself at all. I love watching them run so much. I'm so sorry, my camera angle. I keep watching the actual rats to see if there's something more interesting to show you. Oh, Poppy, don't fall. Poppy's so undignified. That's not sensible. I'm glad that you agree. There's Primrose. If you are looking for ways to tell Primrose from her daughter apart, there's two ways. One is that Primrose's face, from her eye to her snout, is a little bit shorter, as is demonstrated here, and she's a nice long body, and a nice, she's turned away, but she's got a really nice big round eye. This isn't like, oh, where's my finger? This isn't string, this is a bit of their toy that they've like shredded. And Primrose, who has disappeared into the tunnel, her eye is a bit more almond shaped, which isn't where, like, I don't want her to have an almond shaped eye. I'd like to have them nice and big, like Trixie is demonstrating, nice big eyes. And she's a shorter body, which is definitely something that I learned when picking my keepers. So Primrose is my foundation girly for my rattery, and I didn't pick like the best rat to keep, so there she's there. So even though Tamago is like a lovely, lovely rat, I was kind of like, darn. I thought she was squinty because she was a baby, and then I was like, oh, darn. And it's not bad because she's still got a good type. I was like looking at her critique from the NFRS judge, and it says that she's got really good condition. I was like, why, thank you. And like a good type and stuff, so and just kind of like slightly almondy eyes, but at least there's nothing like completely, like I didn't completely make a wrong choice. I just really liked my cinnamon little girl. Oh my god, Trixie. Oh, bunny. This is Juniper, who's like not directly related to Primrose, but she's the same age, and I really love her. She took a little bit longer. I'm so sorry, I'm trying to lean this onto my thing. So she stopped, but can you see how her eyes are slightly almond shaped? Like they're not huge big beads. That's the difference between Prim and Tamago. So I can always tell them apart even though they look identical. And obviously just now she's smaller, but she's not going to be smaller for like much longer. On you go. Oh, sorry, Gypsy Heart. I thought Bear's tail was broken in the way it's kinked. Oops. Sorry, I can't read you from there, Gypsy Heart. Bear's tail isn't broken, but he does have hind leg degeneration. 1 minute. So hind leg degeneration can be caused by two things. Majority of the time it is because of kidney failure, and that's really common in a buck. So if he'll move for us, you'll notice that he's not like carrying his weight from his hips like he normally does. I mean, this is a really bad angle, but he isn't, and you would have seen him earlier if you'd been watching the screen. And that just means, so the muscles are, hello, he's like, hello, do you have a sweetie? So it means that the muscles like around about his base of his tail here, they're all just wasting away. So there's not much we can do for Bear. It's an older like rat thing. Does get it as well, boys tend to get it a little bit earlier. He's already on a kidney friendly diet, so I can't extra kidney it. We already don't feed the rats meat, like they get meat maybe once every 2 months or whatever, and they only get it more frequently when they're kittens going through their rapid growth rate, so we can't put him on a kidney friendly diet because he's already on a kidney friendly diet. He's got incredible upper body strength and he still has some control over his tail, so he's still in the active layout, and as you can see he can still toddle, he's just not toddling like he should. So it's just something we're going to have to keep an eye on, and then obviously supplementing. You'll also notice the girls, when you're watching them go around, they seem to have more control of their tail, while Bear's tail is lying flat, and that's also a sign of HLD. And it's really sad. It doesn't cause them pain, it just means that they aren't as mobile as they used to be. Obviously, like there was a time when, as Juniper is demonstrating here, when Bear used to be just as bouncy, active and into everything, and he still is into everything, he's still rats, but he just falls over a little bit more, which is such a shame. Hi Jamie, Monrose Martinez, thank you so much. I think that they're all lovely too. They're my favourites. Another good part about having a buck who is aging, I think he's choking on something, a buck who's aging with a company is that as his HLD advances, and there will be a point obviously where we might have to make a decision for him, but as it's advancing, he obviously has a group of very enthusiastic girls who can help keep him clean. So even though he will lose the ability to thoroughly groom himself, he's obviously got a bunch of lovely friends who will be more than happy to oblige. He finds pea fishing a little bit more difficult as well, so we help him out there because, like, just because you're older doesn't mean that you shouldn't still be allowed your favourite treats. Hi. Look, you're just like, food is life. We are only going to eat this food. And then you've got these three who are like, we are so fishing for peas forever. And then they jump on my leg. So one of my legs is now getting a little bit wet. One of my friends is trying to hold my rat, and I'm going to give her advice on an application. So I'm going to look away for 5 minutes. Oh, Nova. Welcome to Let's... Oh, that's just YouTube. I'm going to try and get a picture of the bear being cute as well. Poppy seed? Oh, don't take people's, like, you can get your own peas to fish. You don't need to steal others. Okay, these guys are not like doing more. Let's come back over here. Hi everyone. Maybe use like a cleaning cream. support myself properly so that I stop shaking you guys around. My favourite thing about Poppy is when she can't do it right now because the rest of the substrate that was in here is now down the back of her cage, but she can make the most incredible tunnels. Hi Trixie. Hi Trixie. When she wants to and when she can. Apparently today is a mix foraging day. Oh, thank you. Hello, Emma. Why can't I say your name? Hello, Aviology. Thank you so much for your last 2% of charge. I know, Bear, he's doing so well. I mean, he is here, like, right now. It's like, thank you for your charge. I imagine that he talks like a kind of, like, old man now. Hello, Lizzie, you big eyes. Started to look a little bit scrawny as well now. Whenever I think of Nova's name. We still say Nova no quite a lot. She's still incredibly cheeky. I thought that branch was a potato. No, it's the branch that was in their cage. They've given this one especially a little bit of a rat treatment. I was like, oh, thank goodness. I went and got a willow branch because I didn't think that they would actually eat it, and now I've been totally proven wrong. I'm glad that you didn't say that you thought my rats were a potato. That would have been a bit insulting for them. You guys are so mucky when I give you fishing for peas as well as this. Hey Jennifer. Hi. Do you have a dirty ear? Oh yeah. On identifying branches, now is a good time, like, well, not right now, but see, when I can't identify trees by their bark because I don't have that attention span, unless it's like a tree with a really unique bark or shedding kind of type and stuff, like a eucalyptus, because there's so much eucalyptus in Scotland. I have to wait until a tree has its leaves, and then that's how I like identify which ones I want to go out and take branches from. But it can be really hard whenever like a storm knocks down branches, because then I'm never really sure where they came from. Which is why when Rat Rations said that they were cutting down a willow tree and then they said they were coming to Scotland, I was like, yes please, I would like some. Thanks. That thump was Poppy slapping her tail on the iPad. I really like having the branches, but I'm not looking forward to the ones that are in their cage just now and having to clean them, because you can't just chuck them in the washing machine, so I'm not sure if it's going to be one of those things that was a nice idea and I regret later. 1 minute, Trixie. Oh damn it. She was fishing for peas and normally she steals everyone else's. Here's a close-up of Nova. Oops, no, I can't do that without showing you stuff you don't want to see. Like, oh well, Poppy and Cat Tree's quite nice. Goodness, I need to readjust myself. And that's people in the close beer. Hi. Tick, tick, tick. I always get so happy when I find more people are making dig boxes for their rats. And there was one little bit of grass trying to grow here, and now it's gone. Poppy, you can't go in there. It's shut. Oh, shit. I mean, oops. cute bum. Hi Nova. I do not know why, oh they're all moving, why that corner was so popular. I had like 5 rats all just cuddled up there. Hello. Oh wait, they're back. Now they're going for a run. Somebody in heat? No. Oh no, not the work laptop. These are like the ugliest but most comfortable slippers ever. Got them from an outdoor store and I'm so pleased with them. They're also coordinated. That is an incredible moat line. Can you see there on her? Like, you guys are looking patchy. I know. It's like, I'm just gonna make your leg wet again. Hi. Oh no, and my face, thank you. More active ones are on me and like I've been cleaning all day. I don't really want to be like, oh look, here they are. Here's my face. So here's a molt line view of Juniper and Bear. You know, looks so little. Poor guy. Poppy! See, like rats. I like, for the longest time, I don't think I ever appreciated black rats, and I'm sure it's because I was like, oh, they'll be really difficult to photograph and I won't be able to tell them apart. But see, from having Poppy, I think she's the, hi Nova, you're beautiful too. She's like the most beautiful thing ever. She's so shiny. She didn't rust, so she's like the perfect indicator in my group as to whether I'm giving everybody enough like copper in their diet, which is just like barley rings if you're feeding rat rations, or like, oh, I like making liver cake because I make it for the dog anyway, and yeah, I just think she's gorgeous. Her and Russian Blue as well. My friend breeds Russian Blue rats and shows them, they do really well, and I was like, wow, what is this wonderful thing, because for a long time I really liked British Blue because they're a bit more pastel, and then I found out they have clotting issues and I was like, oh, I don't want to be like going after rats that have clotting issues. But look at them, they're all so pretty. Oh, and Cinnamon Pearl, this one's my favourite. Oh, pea fishing. You're too good at that. So normally there's a rock in my pea fishing box. This is there in case Bear wants to go in because I don't want him to get stuck. Although, I don't know why Nova doesn't want to stand on the rock. Bear's built himself like a totally deep little wall. Let me show you. It's over here. He's having a good dig. Oops. This is I'm just gonna have to get him a bigger dig tray. You can't have this many rats in such a small one. You have to get a bigger one. Hi. The weirdest shaped Dumbo here. He's very pointy. Poppy's like, goodbye. Drop your treat. No. Are you leaving with that too? Okay, this is like terrible camera work because I keep turning around to watch them. Oh, Bear, using one hand to hold yourself up. Poor little nugget. We'll need to get him a little Meals on Wheels dinner tray. I tried as well, oh, here's a like FYI. I bought some like dried chilies from Rat Rations because I'd heard that somebody had given their rats like the dried chilies and they really liked it. None of mine like them. It's like the only food item that I get to pick out of their mix, which is just really disappointing. I was like, I could have actually bought you something that you would have liked. Like I got them mixed flowers and they seemed to really like that, so now I'm kind of like trying to pick all the chilies out. Keep it up. I was so proud of them when they fish for peas. Oh, what's this button? Oh god, no, let's not do that. Yeah, let's just keep it normal. Hey guys. Oops, sorry, I'm playing with the beanies. Wish I was a better camera person. No, but there is nowhere for you to go from there. Exit back down again. Please don't fall off. Please don't fall. Oh, she's having a wee clean. Also, you need to forgive like the improperly finished edgings to the doors. We just got this wonderful new flooring laid and we still have like repainting to do and sides to finish, or like edging. It's called edging to finish. And then I will have a wonderful complete floor and it'll be wonderful, and I already love it because I spilled like the water when I was getting the pea fishing ready, and all I had to do was wipe it up instead of when it's the carpet, and it just feels like an absolute mission to fix it. You could do it up to the top. Old yet mighty. Come on. Oh no, 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 not that. That's why I put an extra layer there so that you wouldn't feel tempted to go for that. I'd like you not to go that way. Good. Oh, Nova. I feel like all of my other rats are so well behaved, and then we have Nova who's like, I'm gonna climb up this wall right now and make you have to get up. Sorry, this is work laptop. No. Work laptop does not want to be nibbled by you. And she's like, and I'm totally gonna go up here too. And Juniper started to follow her now and do the same thing, which is hilarious whenever they like try to jump together, but and they fail. But at the same time, if they ever make like the jump of the barrier, I'll have to make it taller, and then I'll feel like I've been outsmarted by a rat again, and I don't enjoy that. How you doing? Oh, their tails are so dirty. Did you just have to reverse out of there really quickly? Oh dear. Guys, I love my rats so much. Okay, I am gonna go. Thank you to everyone who popped in, so that I could see that there were like a couple of people watching and that I wasn't just sitting giving updates to myself. I'm gonna go because I have to do some day job prep, and I'd like to do it like before I get too tired and grumpy, because then I'll not do it properly. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll leave this up for a few days so that you can like watch it back and at least get an update on everybody's ages and like what's going on with Bear and Nova and Poppy's updates, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon. I'm way more active on Twitter and Instagram. It honestly just depends on how busy my day job gets, because it totally just kicks my butt whenever I have like a big project on. Whee! But even if I try and live stream these guys, they make me laugh, and I hope they make you laugh too. Yeah. Thank you, Gypsy Heart, and thank you so much for joining. I'm gonna let these guys distract me while I do my work. Have a fab day. Bye bye.